Hey Gemini, how y'all doing? So, y'all, I say the best for last. I know I look tired and burnt out, and y'all like, oh my God, here we go. I'm gonna get a half-ass reading. No, I got you. I'm in your vibe. I even heard Shy, and if I ever fall in love again. Okay, yeah. I'm ready. I'm here with y'all. I'm present and accounted for. So, Gemini, this is your reading for October 2018. This is for Gemini Sun, Moon, and Rising. I'm going to say Venus because a lot of my readings are love-centered. A lot of love. But yeah, this is for you guys. So, yeah, let's get into it. Y'all can't be replaced. Ooh, who y'all fighting with, though? Oh, my sister is a Gemini. I know what that's about. But who is it? What does it mean for y'all? Okay, there's some conflict and chaos and turmoil going on. Okay, thank you, Spirit, for clear, direct messages for the zodiac sign Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Messages in career, finances, love, truth, clarity, direction, and guidance. What messages do I need to convey to the zodiac sign of Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of October 2018? Thank you, Spirit, for clear, direct messages for the zodiac sign of Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay, Gemini. Here's the thing. Oh no, seems to know that you don't know what you got till it's gone. Okay, yeah, something to that degree. Something to that degree. You don't know what you had or you got until it's gone. And I'm also hearing like the blueprint or the template. Like you guys are the mold for something, or you guys set the tone for something. The world card, yeah. Okay, Gemini, I'm gonna have to superwoman freestyle with y'all with this because, yeah, a conflict is bringing something to an end. Rather uncomfortable conflict is bringing something to an end. And I'm hearing let bygones be bygones. King of Swords. This could be male Geminis. Here's the Ten of Pentacles. So this is about your money. It ain't funny. Okay. So yeah, let's get into it. Thank you, Spirit, for clear, direct messages for the zodiac sign Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay. Boom, boom. Ask and you shall receive. I need two more. Okay. Somebody's getting a return on, like, I feel like maybe you got into an argument about some money or about, I gotta take all of these. Okay, I will. Okay. Okay. Some of you are traveling. Some of you are traveling. There is the Six of Swords and the World card. Some of you are traveling, but here's the thing. Let me get into your cards because I feel something downloading in on me, and I know that I'm tired because I've been doing readings and trying to get these out for you guys. But I feel like this energy of exhaustion that doesn't parallel to this type 444. This type of exhaustion that I'm feeling doesn't equate to the exhaustion that I'm feeling. Like I'm tired. Like after I do you guys this video and upload it, I'm gonna go to bed, get some rest, rejuvenate, reset. I'm good. But this exhaustion that I'm getting is like you tired of some shit, and you've had enough, and it's one of those things where it's like, let me let me get into your cards. Five of Wands. This is my Family Feud card. Conflict. The World card. I'm sorry. King of Swords. Ten of Pentacles. Knight of Wands. Ride like the wind. Bullseye. Ten of Cups. So I feel like. Oh, let me keep going. I'm sorry. Ace of Swords. Seven of Pentacles. Ace of Wands. Page of Pentacles. And Six of Cups. Okay. There is a transitioning happening in your home. With the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Wands on the same row together, and the Seven of Pentacles being in the middle. This transition, I feel like this was something that maybe you tried to avoid at one point, and thank God I don't see a Tower card out here, because I feel like this conflict is very minute, it's very petty. It's like a camouflage to the real issue of something, and I feel like that this conflict prompted this change in your environment. I feel like this conflict probably has something to do with children, or the mother of your child, or the father of your child. I'm looking at the Six of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. I also feel like there is a transition from a home. Like I'm feeling like there's a change in the home environment, and you are about to save money because of this change. I feel like someone is about to save money due to this change. So maybe you're downsizing, or maybe you are. And I kind of feel like I'm cheating in this reading because I have a sister that's a Gemini, and I'm seeing a lot of her stuff in this. Strength came out. Three of Swords. But I'm a fair and just reader. I pick up the energy and I convey the messages as they download in. So I feel like somebody is tired or something. I feel like that exhaustion, that frustration has prompted a change. And I feel like if you are a male Gemini, this change comes where in reference to your kids, where it's like, I feel like what you thought maybe was bad is actually good. So maybe you moved out the home, and you've had some conflict, some fighting, some back and forth with the baby mama, and like now you're on child support, you're having to pay child support, and you're like, okay, that's an extra bill. But then it's like, oh no, now I get visitations and I don't have to deal with her. And then, I ain't gotta, I can see my child regularly. It's a structured relationship. And it's like, um, you know, this conflict is something like, okay, I think I'm gonna stay with them just so I don't have to pay child support. But then, like, whatever you guys are exhausted or tired from, and you may be connected to a Sagittarius because this got their vibe in it. But this is one of those situations where it's like you feel like you are losing something and you're actually gaining something. Peace of mind is everything. and you can't put a price on peace of mind. So I feel like someone um, is, the peace of mind. Like this, whatever this conflict was, it wasn't major, it wasn't too big to where like, the laws and stuff got called out or whatever, but it was like one of those things where it's like, there has to be a transition in the household and someone moved out. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles is there. Child support. Wheel of Fortune is out here again. No, this is the world. Okay, this is Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so this just kind of correlates to what I just spoke on. I feel like you had to muster up the courage and the gumption to make this move, and you knew that in making this move that financially you were going to have to be responsible for your child. So you feel like, okay, that's, this is what you got to do. This is something that you can't avoid. So you move out the house, and boom, child support gets put into play, and you like, okay, now I got to pay this money for child support, and you have this aha moment, and it's like, but wait, I ain't got to hear her mouth, I ain't got to go through this shit, I can see my child regularly, there's scheduled visitations, like, whoa, this actually turned out to be a good thing. So Wheel of Fortune, your fate is changing. Like, the devil. 1111. So somebody's dealing with a soulmate, or like there's some deception, some manipulation going on here, and there is an actual loss of income due to that. But somebody, I don't see a loss of income. I really don't. I don't see a loss of income. I just see restructuring. I see there's a restructuring in the household, and you actually not being in that household or you leaving that situation is actually saved you money in spite of you having to pay the child support. So you actually win, because it's like now your only obligation is to your child and not to that household, if that makes sense. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Not like, okay, yeah, this has you mentally trapped, and like it really is just a mental trap, because you're overly and here's the Page of Pentacles again. You're overly analyzing the fact that you are now having to pay child support. And so here's the Chariot, but you move forward anyway. I feel like whatever this transition caused, whatever this conflict was that caused this transition, has somebody having some unhealthy thoughts. Yeah, yeah, the Lovers. Some unhealthy thoughts about this. Somebody's kind of going back and forth, and this is the mother of your child. The Lovers is right up underneath the Six of Cups. So this is just one. I'm gonna just box this in as one scenario. Like, well, fuck, y'all the last one. I've been doing this all day. I've been trying not to swear, but yeah, the Tower. Boom. I felt like that conflict prompted this and this. Like, I really felt like that conflict prompted this. And when that Tower card came out, it was like, here I go. Yeah, it prompted some stuff, and it prompted you right on up out that house. And it's like, okay, now you're having to move forward. And I feel like you don't see the opportunity or the actual freedom that this has afforded you because of the title or the wording maybe of child support, or maybe you feel like, this person is going to be in your pocket for all the wrong reasons. But let me tell you something. This is an actual good thing. This is good, because what you're not seeing is that you are going to take care of your child. I see this. You're going to take care of your child. You're going to be there for your child, not just financially, but physically, emotionally, and mentally. You're going to be there for your child. The problem that you're having to weed through is the separation from the other parent. And I feel like there's some, this is not a smooth transition, for anyone involved, the kids or what have you. But this is actually a beautiful thing because there's a structured relationship. Like somebody doesn't have the upper hand anymore, or someone doesn't have the leverage to manipulate you, to manipulate you in a way that is not healthy. Because I feel like the Wheel of Fortune, the Devil, and the Eight of Swords, I'm feeling a strong sense of manipulation. And I see the Seven of Cups as the illusion. So when I see the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Wands, and it's like, I don't know who else had this. The truth will set you free, but first it will piss you off. So that's where you're at with this. And it's kind of like you have to trust this process. You have to trust this process. Because if you resist it, which I don't see that you are, because here's the Chariot, it's like, man, what, you know what, I can't do this shit no more. I'm out. You know what I mean? And so there's this Chariot, and you've actually physically left this home, and it's kind of like, man, like the anxiety and the angst that goes with it. I feel like once the newness of this wears off, like once the impact is what I want to say, once the impact of this wears off, you're going to become enlightened and aware to your options, to what this has afforded you, to what this situation has done for you. And it's a beautiful thing because it has separated the toxic relationship in your life, which will probably be the relationship between you and the other parent. And it has separated you from that toxic relationship so that you can focus on a more healthy relationship. And once you do that, there is love coming in. Love. Love. So I feel like this had to happen to free up some space. And I'm not saying that, no, the kids, you didn't free up the kids. They still in your life. They're still very present in your life. The space I'm talking about is that nagging, negative, fighting, drinking, cussing, frustrated, sleeping on the couch, this shit going like that's a negative environment. And it's kind of like, whoa, Kimosabi, wait, you know what I mean? Like, something had to give. Something had to give. That situation was exhausting. And so I feel like because that situation was so exhausting and you probably stayed in it for a good little minute, because here's the Seven of Pentacles, you feel beat up, you feel tired, and you just, it's like, shit, I'm going to drink this drink and I'm going to go to sleep. Fuck it, I give it, whatever. But once that wears off, you gonna be like, this was the best thing that ever happened. I don't regret my children. I just regret the relationship. So it's like, you go have a new perspective about this, and it's going to bring it into a formation of like, oh, I could see my kids with having to deal with her. Oh, the docket say, the orders say, I get them every other weekend. You get your check every other week. I get these kids every other week. So it's like, that type of thing. That's what I'm feeling. So that's for a small few of you. Let me see what else I can pick up. But yeah, I felt that, yeah, that was going on. Like your fortune is actually changing for the better and not for the worse. And you're going to see this once the impact of this wears off. So that's for somebody, or Ease. Ten of Cups. Like, you go get your happily ever after. You go get your happily ever after. Let me do some other stuff. Let me start some shuffling. Okay. And I relate to that because I know I'm a Gemini moon. And I know the move for me was very tough. I mean, it was like letting go of certain people, places, and comfort and security. That's hard. That's hard. Mentally, that's hard. But you got this. You got this, boo. There you go. You got this. Yeah, you got this. Change is, change is hard, but it's a necessary. And some people say evil, but I don't say that. All change is not evil. But change is very necessary in the direction that you're headed. Boom. And there's definitely some change coming your way, Gemini. Change. That's what I'm feeling. Change. This change go save you some change. This change is going to save you some change. I think that's what I'm going to title this. This change is going to save you some change. Okay. Ace of Swords. Yeah, like, the truth will set you free, but first it will piss you off. Okay. Thank you, Spirit, for clear direct messages for... I'm almost nervous to pick that up. Thank you, Spirit, for clear direct messages for the zodiac sign of Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Messages in career, finances, love, truth, clarity, guidance, direction for the month of October 2018. Okay. And just like the twins, they flipped out just like that. Hold on, let me pick it up. Nine of Swords. See, yeah. What y'all tripping on? The court ordered it. It's going to be fair and just. That was a Nine of Swords, Justice, and a Hierophant. And this is a major change because those are two major arcana that came out together next to each other. That's too many, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit, for clear direct messages for the zodiac sign of Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Messages in love, career, finances. Ooh, la la la. Ooh, la la la. Ooh, la la la. Here I go. Here I go. Okay, so this change got you up. You know, you're uncomfortable right now, but it's fair and it's just. The court ordered it. The Hierophant, the Nine of Wands. You can rest. You know, the battle is not yours, it's the Lord's. So you good. But here's this Queen of Wands. So maybe some of y'all are dealing with a fire sign. But I can't see, well, yeah, I can't see a fire sign tripping like that. But nonetheless, let's see what cards come out next to her. Thank you, Spirit, for clear, direct messages for the zodiac sign of Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Four of Wands. Four of Swords, I'm sorry. And the Nine of Cups. Seven of Pentacles. You've been waiting on her all your life. You've been waiting on her, and here she comes. I was going to say, I didn't think there was no negativity around her, but let me pull out some more. This is who you've been waiting for. This is like who you, like, this is your person. Death card, Queen of Swords. The Magician. Okay, so the transformation that's happening. This is a huge change for you guys. This is a huge change for you guys. And I take back what I said because I'm looking at the Nine of Wands and I'm looking at the Queen of Wands and I'm seeing these wands and one person is holding their wand up like they're getting ready to use it and one person has put their wand down. And then I'm looking at the Four of Swords next to the Nine of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles and the Death card and then the Queen of Swords. So I retract. And you know, you guys are the last one. I'm pulling through. I'm pulling through. I feel like the mother of your child is a fire sign. And that's who you're moving away from. And you're moving towards this Queen of Swords. So either you're dealing with another Gemini or another air sign, Libra, Aquarius, or someone like you, Gemini. and this is who you are moving towards. You're moving away from the fire sign, and you're moving towards the other air sign, and this transformation is happening. I feel like this is your destiny. This is something that you've prayed for, and like I told someone earlier, be mindful how you pray, because the deliverance of that prayer can come in many forms, many different, but when you are open to receive, you recognize it. So that's what's going on here, because it's like someone is, kind of now single. This is an earth sign, female, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But let me get my clarifiers out. However, you are coming out of, like, there is fair and just decision that's made on your behalf in reference to the separation, or this whole thing with the baby mama, and it's bringing you what you want. It's really this change is gonna save you some change. I'm gonna label it this. This change is gonna save you some change. Thank you, Spirit, for clear, direct messages for the zodiac sign of Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Messages in love, career, guidance, direction, clarity, truth. For the month of October 2018. What was that? How many is that? Yeah, that's too many. But look who popping out. This Cancer. This Chariot. You moving forward. I'm gonna put that down there, because he was just they this month is Cancer's month, because they own one. They popping up like, here I go. This day month. Like, I don't know if you know one, but tell them this day time to shine. You're moving forward away from the manipulation. You're moving away from manipulation. Like, here's the Moon card, the Five of Wands. So I feel like, damn, somebody's dealing with a water sign. The King of Cups is here, and this wouldn't surprise me. They've been here all day. Let's see here. What was that? Ten of Cups, Knight of Wands. This has happened. This has already happened, or it's happening at a rapid pace. Like, and I feel like someone doesn't want to be alone. So that's what the rush is, from one relationship to the other. But I feel like you're being advised to take your time with this. Yeah, the Emperor. Yeah. Okay. Let me see what else comes out. I'm really strongly feeling like this change is going to really save you some change. Like, this change is going to save you money. You're going to start to see, like, the savings of it. King of Wands. So somebody's dealing with a fire sign. Seven of Pentacles. Page of Swords. Ace of Wands. And the Star card. And here is the Three of Wands. So, Seven of Pentacles is like, I'm really feeling like this Five of Wands came out, so there is some conflict here. Whether this be with the water sign or fire sign, there's some conflict here. But this conflict is actually the catalyst to your happiness. Yeah. This conflict is the catalyst to your wish. This conflict is the catalyst to a new life. A new happier, more fulfilling life. This is what you've been waiting on. This is what you prayed for. Boom. Boom. And they're checkmate. Right now, you feel like you left out in the cold. You feel alone. You feel like, love is lost. But really, in all honesty, and in everything that I'm feeling with this, you didn't lose much. I mean, the breakups are hard, and I will never take, uh, what the what you call that? I will never take away the essence of that relationship and what it has done for you and taught you and giving you your children. Never take the essence of that away, because you're going to teach your children that, they were created out of a very loving place. Like, you know what I mean? So I think that's important. And for our boys, my ex and our boys, our kids, that was one thing that we really had to learn. And it was kind of like, you don't ever want your child to feel like, because you don't like the other parent or you can't stand the other parent, that they weren't wanted, or you don't want them to feel the impact of that relationship on your relationship with them. And so I think that's what's going on with this. And it's like the separation anxiety. You know what I mean? It's like the impact of all of this is overwhelming. It's exhausting. Like, it's very exhausting. And, it has you kind of in this elusive place. Like, it's kind of like, you know, what is love? You know what I mean? I don't want to go through that shit again. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm seeing. But however, once the impact of this wears off, there's someone standing there when the smoke clears, and this person was divinely guided to you. This is your counterpart. This is who you're meant to be with. This is who's going to show you love, and you're going to take the experience of what you learned from your past relationship. And, although you had some good, you had some negative, they both taught you something. That entire experience taught you something. So the next relationship, your last relationship, this one is going to be your last relationship, because this is your life partner who you're going to spend the rest of your life with. You're going to learn the do's. You've already learned the do's and the don'ts. So it's kind of like you had to go through that so you won't have to go through that. And when the real deal shows up, you know how you have those mock trials, and you have those trial, you know what I mean, like a trial relationship, or pre-game warm-up. There you go, pre-game warm-up. So this last relationship that you just came out of has prepared you for your last relationship. And I just said somebody made the mold, or there was a template made, and it's like, if I ever love again, that Shy song is coming back to me now. And this is what I'm seeing. And trust the process. Trust the process. Gemini, trust the process. That's what I'm hearing. Trust the process, because you are deserving of love. Love didn't give up on you. It didn't. Love did not give up on you. So this is one of those things where it's like, self-reflection is everything, because it's like you look back over everything you went through and what you've learned, and it's kind of like, okay, I know not to do this, or I know how to communicate this way, or I know, this is what I expect, or this is what I can tolerate. You know what I mean? Like, you learn a lot about you in relationships. That's the honest to God truth. You learn a lot about you in relationships. So take that for what it's worth, because it's worth a lot. And just keep, like this chariot, I feel like you're already moving in it, and you already know this. It's just like, I had to lean forward. Like, I'm tired, but this is a different type of exhaustion. Like, this is like somebody who's been around with Floyd Mayweather, like, for 12 rounds or something, and by the end of this fight, you just want to lay there on the ring and just not get up. So that's what I'm feeling. And don't let this discourage you. Don't let this discourage you from love, from relationships. Don't let this discourage you, because if this didn't work out, don't let this discourage you from your life partner, your mate. All right, Gemini, this has been your reading. Well, and if it if it resonated, please like and share, comment on the video. If you haven't already subscribed, please do. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. And to all my faithful subbies, I am getting settled in. I'm getting acclimated, so I will be uploading. So if you have already subscribed to me, you will get notifications when those uploads come. They might be in mass quantities like this again because I'm having to work in between schedules. So yeah, just thank you for your love, your light, your support, your blessings. I'm sending that right back to you, charging it in an abundance, and I will catch you guys very, very soon. All right, Jimmys, take care.